So you might want to do some preliminary work on the NCTM site. Some students prefer using this over the ROSI database. And I'd say especially if you have access to an NCTM member, this would be an easy way to ask them to download the articles. So one of the first things I want to mention is that if I go to journals and books, there are some free previews, and those may or may not overlap with your particular topic. So I can click on Teaching Children Mathematics. This is our more elementary focused journal, and our free preview happens to be Early Algebra to Reach the Range of Learners. And I've got the little abstract that's available. You can also look at indexes to see past articles that might sound of interest. And when I go to the middle school one, I've got Proof, Examples, and Beyond as our free preview. I'm not sure if it'd be of interest, but the On Math journal is really a journal that integrates technology. So if technology is your topic, there's 8 free articles, and some of those might overlap with using calculators, using applets to teach. So that might be a good option for you. Or if there's an article specific to place value, this would be another area where you could access those articles pain-free. All right, so if we're wanting to search for a particular topic, I just come up to the search box and I'm able to type something like division, click on search, and I come up with way too much, 545 different things to look at. That would be much too time consuming. So over here, I'm able to filter to just journals, since you've been asked to find 3 journal articles from the NCTM that pertain to a special topic that you are interested in. Now I'm down to 115. That looks a little bit more manageable. So I can go ahead and read a little bit of the blurb. I can also see the source. I will tell you that TCM, Teaching Children Mathematics, elementary focus. MTMS, Mathematics Teaching in the Middle School, is our middle school, grades 4 through 9 focus. The JRME is our Journal for Research in Math Ed. And although I find some of the articles to be of great interest, they are very researchy, so you won't find your practical recommendations that you might be desiring. So in the past, most of my students have kind of stuck to the TCM and the MTMS, but if you want to see what's out there, more power to you. Now, I can take a look to find out when. We've talked a little bit about partitive division, the 2 different meanings. I've got the publication date, I've got the abstract, I've got some language that I recognize, so I'm going to get some practical recommendations for maybe teaching whole class, or maybe that are used as remedial strategies, and either focus is fine. I see the issue. The publication date would be kind of within a 10-year framework, which is what I'm asking you to focus upon. And I will tell you that April 2000 would be an article that you would be able to access online via the UNK library. So you could write this down and go for it. Now, if I was a member, I'd be able to just go ahead and sign in and download the article right here on my desktop. It also has keywords, so this tells me this article is going to, well, it tells me in the abstract too, involve using children's literature as well. I can click back. Thought of this too, kind of another broad search that all of you might try at some point would be to search special needs on the NCTM site, because you might see something that is of interest or that kind of overlaps and gives some of the foundation. Here's one dealing with technology, calculators for students with special needs. And it's a TCM article. So what is the publication date? How would I access? Okay, it's in March 2005. I'm not going to be able to get that electronically through UNK, but I would be able to ask UNK via their library loan program to send me a copy of the article. Let's first see if the abstract is something that is of interest to me, because really your project should be something that's providing you with information that expands your knowledge base, and that's where you need to make your decision. In this right-hand corner, as well as with the special needs, I'm able to put that into other clusters as well, and I find that to be a helpful feature of this type of search. We've talked about differentiation, so this might be an article that if anybody's focusing on problem solving, because we've got the 5 process standards, which one of those 5 is problem solving, another one is communication. Sometimes I find that there is repetition. They will list more than one article. I believe there are some of you that are focused on place value. So number concepts and special needs students, the power of 10 frame tiles. Well, being able to group in 10 is the foundation for place value. Okay, so this is where we get redundancy, call for manuscripts. So we have to just kind of skip over those things. Okay. So I could spend a lot of time perusing what's available. Here again is technology. Here's one from the middle school. Okay, so it's pretty general, pretty broad, but maybe that's something that your 2 articles on division lack. They give recommendations for teaching division, maybe at the concrete and pictorial, but it doesn't talk specifically about students with learning disabilities. So you're wanting to expand your knowledge base there. Okay, so don't shy away from that as a keyword search. I think that's all I have for you with the NCTM site. I will tell you that just clicking on this NCTM icon is a way to just go back to the home page. And if you're running into troubles getting, finding your articles, you're going to want to do that early in Module 6. Then please don't hesitate to contact me. I have hard copies of journals. I have electronic copies of most of the access, at least to most of them as well, and I'm on campus, so I'm here to support your learning.